Have you ever wondered how two countries manage to smooth out their differences and work together for mutual benefit? The secret ingredient often lies in a little something called a bilateral agreement. A bilateral agreement, or treaty, is a legally binding agreement between two countries. It's a diplomatic tool that allows these nations to navigate their relationship, addressing issues from trade and investment to environmental protection and even extradition. To understand how bilateral agreements function, consider the case of the 1972 Anti-Ballistic Missile Treaty between the United States and the Soviet Union. This monumental agreement was born out of the need for nuclear disarmament during the Cold War. The ABM Treaty regulated the use of anti-ballistic missile systems to deter the use of nuclear weapons. Despite the tension-filled backdrop, both superpowers recognized the mutual benefits and the necessity of an agreement. They engaged in a series of negotiations, each bringing their concerns to the table. After much deliberation, they arrived at an agreement that limited the use and development of anti-ballistic missile systems. The treaty was signed, ratified, and thus became a legally binding obligation. The ABM Treaty is a classic example of how bilateral agreements work. Each country has its objectives and concerns. Through negotiations, they find common ground and establish rules that both parties agree to adhere to. These agreements are then enforced by international law, ensuring that each country meets its commitments. However, it's important to remember that while bilateral agreements aim at mutual benefit, they're not always equal. The power dynamics between the two countries can greatly influence the terms of the agreement. Nevertheless, they provide a structured way for countries to interact and cooperate on shared issues. In summary, bilateral agreements are a diplomatic instrument used to regulate relations between two countries. They are legally binding and can cover a wide range of issues. The process of reaching an agreement involves negotiations where each country presents its concerns and objectives. The resulting agreement is a compromise that both parties agree to uphold. And while they aim for mutual benefit, the power dynamics can influence the terms of the agreement. The 1972 Anti-Ballistic Missile Treaty between the United States and the Soviet Union serves as a prime example of a bilateral agreement in action. It demonstrates how even amidst geopolitical tension, countries can find common ground and work together for mutual benefit. Bilateral agreements, while complex, are a crucial part of international relations. They provide a structured approach to cooperation, fostering peace, and facilitating progress on shared issues. So the next time you hear about two countries signing an agreement, remember it's not just a piece of paper. It's a testament to diplomacy and mutual cooperation on the global stage.